Alright guys, let's talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum for the second time today on the channel. I just want to make an update video tonight because it's been so volatile. And basically you can see that we have made a lower wick than the previous couple of wicks here, so we are making lower lows still. However, we did, keep this support here at $76,463 so far. But we have been rejected from the $80,565 mark. Now, the rejection today was basically from fake news. Now, we had some news come out today that Trump was considering a 90-day pause on these tariffs, guys. So we surged up really quickly, like a few $1,000 really fast. So fast, I couldn't even look at it. I was actually doing some work, and I just didn't have time to look, guys. And yeah, I missed the chance maybe to go out of my long there and take some profit and get in lower again. But anyways, I am still in a plus now. I was earlier today in minus, I think, when I made the video. But yeah, so far I am in a plus. It's not a big plus, guys, but it's a plus. So let's be glad. Now, I want to take a look at the RSI, guys, because I think we're going to be in extreme oversold conditions. Now, just taking a look at the daily time frame, yeah, we are bouncing down. We're getting oversold here on the Stoke, kind of going sideways, but at a very low level here on the RSI. Now, on the weekly time frame, yeah, it's really oversold, guys. And basically, the RSI is really in the middle, just kind of going sideways, hanging out. I want to take a look at the month. Now, the month is getting into oversold territory, so that is actually good as well. We are pointed down on the RSI, so that's not so good, really. But it does have room to run up still. So these three longer time frames, guys, the monthly, weekly, daily, all three look actually pretty good, in my opinion. Now, the 4-hour time frame is coming up pretty heavily. So yeah, it is going sideways here a little bit on the RSI, but this is still good. We do see the last couple of 4-hour candles, are green. This one is just slightly green at the moment, but there's still an hour to go. And then we still have one more 4-hour candle. Now, the 1-hour time frame, it is overbought at the moment, so that is not great to see. Now the RSI is pointed down, so the 1-hour time frame doesn't look that good, guys. It looks like it wants to cool off. Now the 15-minute time frame, kind of similar here to the 1-hour time frame, pointed down on both. Not oversold though, so that's okay. But these lower time frames, 15-minute, 1 hour, it probably will cool off here in the very short term because it's just so volatile, guys. So let's put it back on the 4-hour now, and yeah, I mean, we have to just wait and see what comes of these tariffs, guys. Now, if I take you to MEXC, I just want to show you that we have had so much news today. And like I said before, 0.1 in either direction, whether that is positive, green, or negative, red, 0.1 is really big. And, typically in the past, guys, we would get news, and I would look in my Telegram, and I would get like 0.03, 0.07, 0.06, 0.02 news. And you can see today, all of these pieces of news, guys, I mean, look at this, 1.2. Here, 0.45. Here, 1.04, 1.12. This one, positive, 2.35. But now, this was the fake news. This is what really pumped us. And then we had a couple of pieces of news that brought us straight back down. Pretty much we lost all our momentum. Because, yeah, if you add 1.04 and 1.12, you almost get 2.35. So, anyways, that brought us straight back down. Now, we did have a little bit of negative news about Japan and things. But just look at all this news, guys. This is major news stories. Even 0.2 here about Canada, 0.41, 0.375 here, 0.53, 0.115, which now is not really that big, So, yeah, guys, I mean, this is just wild today, seeing all of these news events being so large. I didn't see a single news event under point 0.1. So everything that's registered in MEXC, today has just been amazing. Now, the intraday is 0.94, but in the red. Considering all this news, I'm surprised it's not, larger in either direction, really. Could be positive or negative. It's almost equal, I would say, because we get so much big news. So anyways, guys, I would, I would say check out MEXC if you want to get, updates like this, and you want to get into a Telegram group that gives you news events, and it shows you how strong these news events are. Yeah, check out MEXC, guys. I actually know the guy personally that does this application, and I have to say it's been very good for me. Now I want to discuss the CME gap, guys. You can see this wick filled about half of this gap, but we still have the second half of this gap to finish. So the CME gap is not closed. That is pretty much what I'm waiting for to close my long. And yeah, we'll see, guys. It is not filled though, so don't worry. Now, taking a look at Ethereum, guys, we are holding on barely to 15, let's just say 50 right now. You can see that we're at 1551 right now. But yeah, we went almost all the way down to 1400 basically. And we've gotten about $150 bounce since then. So nice to see. But guys, like I say all the time, I don't buy Ethereum. I don't tell people to buy Ethereum. I've always told people to really stay away from Ethereum. And, you guys can see from today, Ethereum has been the most affected. Earlier today, it was down like 19, almost 20% from what I saw. And, whereas BNB and Bitcoin were, I think, about 6% or so, or 7 or something like this, guys. It was much, much lower than Ethereum. So anyways, let's see if we can hold this for Ethereum. It does need to kind of get a green candle and start working its way back up sometime soon. Now, I do believe this will be extremely oversold as well. Let's just take a look at this. Now, on a daily time frame, yes, like I said, oversold. RSI also very low. So that is actually okay. The weekly time frame, again, guys, oversold. Flirting with oversold here on the RSI. So that is okay. Now the monthly time frame, again, oversold and pointed down here on the RSI, but it's it's got a lot of room that it can actually run up here. Now this is actually extremely low. If you look back to June of 2022, it's actually probably lower than that point. So just looking at it with my eyes, but yeah, it is actually lower. It does look like it wants to turn back around though. Now, 4-hour time frame, it is curved heavily to the upside here. This, it kind of resembles Bitcoin actually. The longer time frames were okay. The 4-hour also looked okay on Bitcoin. Now, let's see if the 1 hour and 15, yeah, it's pretty much the same as Bitcoin, guys. At the moment, yeah, it looks the same, really. So, I think it's going to cool down a little bit here in the short term, guys. But yeah, it's probably going to get a good bounce here, in the, little bit longer time frames. Now, taking a look at the total market cap, guys, we have hung on here to, 885. We went as low as about 832. Jeez, yeah. So this has turned out to be a very large wick. Now, on a closing candle basis, we haven't closed as low as this technical target is. So that is okay. But yeah, guys, really, this is not good. We need to start working our way back up to 969 billion and, get back up to the 1 trillion mark. Now, if we take a quick look at the dominance, guys, we are getting a very large wick here. So there's a lot of pressure to the downside on the dominance. Kind of a good sign, I would say. I don't see any other instances really where you have a very large wick like this. And yeah, I mean, just maybe here, when we went up, we shot up that one day, we hit this, cycle high here at about 64.3, but we still continued. We kind of, consolidated here. So yeah, let's see if this is the start of a pullback though. This just signals more pressure to the downside than to the upside right now. But it's hard to speculate on the dominance, guys. Now, taking a look at the dollar index, it actually got a little bit stronger today, but it is still getting rejected here by the 103.39 mark. Now, taking a quick look at the liquidations, guys, we have 1.27 billion at the moment. Now, earlier today, this was like 1.5, 1.6 billion. So, starting to come down a little bit. The shorts are starting to get wrecked a little bit more as well. And taking a look at the altcoin season index, just a little while ago I had 20. Now it's back to 18. Not sure why, because we have a big wick to the upside with the dominance. So anyways, let's move on. Still, guys, 0 from 30 indicators are hit as of this evening here. Still 100% hold. Now, Pi cycle top indicator, guys, still, this is going to be very slow moving, but it's still not converging. All right, guys, basically nothing is going on tomorrow. There's only an FOMC member speaking. So economically, as to data, guys, there's nothing. It's a dead day. Now, earlier today, I think I showed in my video that we were expecting a cut actually over here. It has reversed actually. So now we're not expecting a cut. But again, guys, there's 29 days here. We still have a long time to go. And I know there was some emergency meeting today at the Fed or something like this. So maybe they surprise us. Now, crypto bubbles, only a few things I have are in the green. The day is actually in the green for now, but Fartcoin and Grass and Dex are probably the best, and Hype, but that I don't have any of those actually. And anyways, guys, I was looking for some Avalanche earlier today where I could stake it because I am getting a little bit of Avalanche from my Bybit card. So me and my wife are using that and collecting Avalanche, and I took a look here today just to see if I could earn more staking, But anyways, guys, check this out. Be aware of limits, and things like this. Do all your homework before you start sending your money around, because you could actually end up losing it, or maybe you stake it for too long. Just be careful, whatever you do. And anyways, guys, if you like this emergency update video, pretty much, not really an emergency, but if you like this video, just like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this with your friends, become a member, guys. Check out some of the deals in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.